What is going on, guys? Welcome back for episode 2 of this randomized Nuzlocke of Pokemon Crystal with your host, Fat Man Weiss. Now today, we are carrying on from where we left off last time. We have started a team. And as a recap, let's look at our team. So, we got Fusen, the Igglybuff. Trained him up. I trained all of our guys up to level 6 in between episodes. Not that big of a thing. This thing's still, well, ass. But it's a level higher, so yay. But we got Fusen, level 6 Igglybuff, holding a spell tag to boost up those ghost type moves with Sing, Charm, and Defense Curl. So still no attacking moves, and it will not get an attacking move until 9? Yeah, level 9 is when it'll get an attacking move. Next, we got Kitty, the Persian. Level 6, holding a Poison Cure Berry just in case. In grinding, it got poisoned a couple times. It did not faint, so it didn't cheat or nothing like that. But I figured, just for the sake of it, if it happens again, give it the Poison Cure Berry. With Scratch, Growl, and Bite. And then our last and newest member, Megamo, the Venonat, holding a berry to heal its HP if it ever gets a little low with Tackle, Disable, and Foresight. So, we have gotten all the encounters we can get immediately. We have a couple trainers to fight up to the north of Cherry Grove while we make our way to Violet City. And once we get into Violet City, there are 3 new encounters we can get there. Technically 4. There's an actual encounter in Violet City. There's the Sprout Tower. There is the Dark Cave. And then there's the route right before Violet City. So, and there's the Ruins of Alph. Because things are randomized, it's not just going to be unknown in there. So, we have a lot to do today. And let's see if we can do it. Also, I just accidentally hit the speed up button. Sorry if that hurt your guys' ears. So, we are going to... I want to lead with... I don't know. We'll lead with Igglybuff for now. It's got really good status moves. You know, we can weaken the opponent, put it to sleep, and then send out our heavy hitters. Because I want to use it. You know, y'all voted for this thing, or at least a majority of y'all voted for this thing. I wanna let it hit the battlefield at least once or twice. I'd feel bad if it didn't. Even if it doesn't accomplish anything while it's there. Also, a little disclaimer. Currently in the recording room with me is my little puppy and my girlfriend who's trying to take care of the puppy. So if you hear some barking or growling, same thing with last episode. That's just my dog. Luckily, this time the other one's asleep, though, so we don't have to worry about them fighting. But, oh, I can't tell you how nervous I am for this battle. So this is youngster Joey. This time he will not be having a top performance Rattata, or top percentage Rattata. But I'm sure he's not going to have anything good for me. Alright. So he is Developer Forest, wants to battle. Sent out a Nidoqueen! Yay! Alright. Let's immediately half this thing's attack. Alright. Put you at... Okay. Alright. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Go to sleep. Fuck. Alright. Megamo, since you have double kick, that's super effective both Igglybuff and Persian. You also know Tackle. Oh, it was a crit. Okay. So critical hit. Let's disable that. Let's lock you back into double kick. Or not. Because Megamo can't see shit. Alright. So that does... Double kick does 2 damage, so that's perfect. Alright, well, fuck it. Can't do strats. Can't do no strategeries with this thing, apparently. So, let's just raw... Oh my god, that does no damage. That's alright. That's alright. This is early game. This is what happens. This is how the game goes. a critical hit did 1 whole damage. That's actually great. So, I'm quite happy about that. Just whittle this ugly ass thing down. So. I'm still having a hard time getting accustomed to kind of narrating while battling, especially with it being a Nuzlocke, and with it being a Nuzlocke that started out as poorly as this one has. I'm a little too focused, and I'm just deathly afraid of making one stupid mistake, and then there goes the whole lock. Especially since, you know, now if I make a mistake, anyone that watches this video gets to see me and my dumbassery. So it's even more incentive to try to focus on what's going on and make sure I don't, well, fuck it up. So. But here's a little topic I wanted to talk about. I actually wanted to talk a little bit with you guys about what is your favorite generation of Pokemon? For those of you that are watching that, you know, have played through a lot of the generations, or even those that haven't. What is your favorite generation, and why? So, I'm going to run back down to heal, because I'm not... I'm playing this safe for now. Once I get a little more confidence, I'll go. But for me, it's actually a tie. So, my favorite Pokemon games are the Gen 2 games. Half of that is because of nostalgia. You know, Crystal was the first game I ever played, and the remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver were amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, I think for just, you know, nostalgic, you know, and... well, it's the game I know the most. You know, I know Johto like the back of my head. And I also thought it was also really cool that after you finish up with Johto, there's still more to do. Now, granted, the Kanto aspect of it is a little lacking. You know, the level increase is not all that high. In fact, a lot of the gym leaders you fight have lower level Pokemon than the Elite Four. But, you know, it's still cool to go back to Kanto, play through all the old gym leaders, you know, and then that secret final fight with Red being one of the hardest Pokemon battles in history. I always thought that was really cool. And the theme of it, honestly, I think is what makes it for me, because that's probably my favorite Pokemon theme. At least top 5. I'm pretty sure it's number 1, though, for sure. But, I think just as far as, like, playthrough, I enjoy Johto. It's lax. You know, a lot of people complain because there's not much of a plot, which I can kind of see that. You know, especially with a lot of the newer Pokemon games, it's very plot-driven, which I think is both good and bad. Because the problem when you create a very distinctive plot in any game is that it makes the gameplay kind of feel linear. You know, like, take the newest one, Sword and Shield. You know, you had a very linear, planned out, you know, method of play for the entirety of that game. Now, that doesn't mean it wasn't fun. I personally thought Sword and Shield was great. Okay, that didn't do too much. You know, the gym battles were amazing. I think the way they executed the gym challenge in that game were awesome. But all that aside, you know, in Gen 2 and in Gen 1, I liked the lack of linearity. You know, you could go kind of how you wanted and at your own pace. Once you get to where the 4th gym is, you know, the game kind of branches off. You know, you can fight essentially the remaining gym leaders in almost any order you want. You know, and you just kind of get to pick and choose your own adventure. And I really feel like that's what creates a unique experience as far as Pokemon goes. Now, because of that, the level differences between the gym leaders is very skewed. Like, perfect example, Chuck, the 5th gym leader, his ace is level 30. Which, if I'm remembering correctly, the 4th gym leader, Morty, his ace is level 26 or 27, around there. So even though it's a whole gym later, there's not that much of a difference in level, you know. But from the fourth to the fifth gym, there's so many trainers. You know, it can kind of make Chuck a little underwhelming, you know. But then as soon as you beat Chuck, you then go straight to Jasmine, like with almost nothing in between, unless you didn't do the Lighthouse event yet. And her ace is like 35. You know, so it's a pretty steep jump, especially for a section that has no differences. You know, but then you go to the 7th gym leader, Price, and I think his ace is like 35, 36? Like, it's either on par or just barely higher than Jasmine, which there's a lot that you do from then to that point, you know? And then from there to the 8th gym leader, you have a whole new section to explore. But I think her ace is like 40 or 41. And then you go straight to the Elite Four, and the champion's final Pokemon is 50. You know, and most of your Pokemon are going to be the low 30 or low 40s, which in this playthrough is going to be even more interesting because I have that level increase. You know, like this Mr. Mime's level 6. It's usually supposed to only be level 4. So we can already see, you know, that difficulty modifier taking into play, which I'm excited about. You know, it's other than the champion, you know, most of this game's fights are pretty easy. Now, granted, because this is randomized, that's going to play a big part into it, so I'm not expecting it to be a good thing. But tangent aside, also, let me do a quick tangent as I'm trying to get away from my other side tangent. For those that don't know me, like personally, I have real bad ADHD. So I'm going to be all over the place all the time. And if that is a little too much for some of y'all, I am very sorry. It's not something I necessarily enjoy, but it's not something that really gets in the way, which is why I don't decide to take any medicine or really do anything for it, because I don't feel it's necessary. But, you know, side tangent aside, back to why I think, or what my favorite generation is. I think as far as, I classify it up, because I definitely have 3 favorites. So as far as just overall replayability, the generation that I always keep coming back to is Gen 2. Especially like the original Gen 2. I like the sprites. I think they're adorable, you know, and I just feel like it's very, but it's very nostalgic for me for reasons I've stated. You know, and there's just a lot to explore, there's a lot to do, and you just get to do it at your own pace, you know. You don't constantly get interrupted with story or plot development or having to watch a cutscene. You get to just go where you want, when you want, and do what you want, and I love that level of freedom and depth. But as far as, like, the regional Pokedex, like the Pokemon introduced in that generation, it has to go to Gen 3. Because my favorite Pokemon of all time is Blaziken. I have many reasons as to why. I don't know what the hell that was, but okay. But I have many reasons as to why Blaziken's my favorite. I always thought he was just really cool. He was the first firefighting type of a long list of many. When I say long list, there's 3 more, or at least 2 more lines. But I thought he was very unique for his time. And I've always enjoyed, especially as a kid, the fire-type starters and fighting-type Pokemon. So for the first firefighting Pokemon, I fell in love with it. That, and as a kid, I don't know where it came from or why, but for a good portion of, like, my teeny tiny childhood, like 4 or 5 years old, I wanted to be a chicken farmer. So, fire types being my favorite Pokemon, Torchic literally being a flaming chicken, it was just meant to be. And so it was. And I ended up my very first playthrough of Pokemon Sapphire. I ended up doing the entire playthrough with Blaziken and Breloom. And it surprisingly worked out. That's a fucking Ho-Oh. Alright. Ah! No! No. No. Thank you. God. Oh, this is when we lose. Oh, this is when we lose. Alright. 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 Let me look at stats. Alright. So, special defense is 9 with 34 HP. You're gonna die regardless. Special defense is 16. Okay. So, I feel like Kitty, of course, is our best bet. Oh, just don't get a burn and don't get a crit. Alright, how much does this do? Fuck! Oh, that ruins us. Alright. Oh, and I don't have... Oh, good God, guys. Oh, good God, guys. This is bad. This is real bad. This is... Oh, my Lord, this is bad. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series thus far. It has been an absolute blast talking to you guys for these past 3 episodes. Yeah, it looks like this is gonna... Oh, God. I gotta make a decision here. I got 1 potion left. If I can go out into Fuzin after I heal him up, and I land a Sing, and then I can go out into Megamo and land a Disable, he'll be forced to use Struggle. And I think that might be my only ticket to victory. Oh, but I don't want to get rid of Kitty. Fuck. Oh my God. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna do what I feel like is my best bet. Yep. Oh, there's our first death. I thought it was gonna be Igglybuff, and I hate that it had to be Kitty. Damn, man. Damn, man. Alright. Sing. Oh! Oh, I hate myself. Oh, I hate myself so bad. And I'm sure anyone that saw that coming hates me too. Oh! I could have just healed it. I could have fucking just healed it. Oh my God, that sucks. Oh my God, that sucks. Oh, Brandon, you fucking tard. You knew all he had was Sacred Fire. That's why you were going to do the Disable strat. But you didn't decide to count your PP. Ah, so now you lost Kitty for no good reason. Alright. Well, alright, Megamo. Lead us to victory. Lead us to victory. I literally talked about it too. I think that's what's got me so worked up. I literally explained my strategy that he was about to run out of PP. And then, well, he ran out of PP. And then I sacked him on for no reason. Oh, you giant beautiful bitch. But, back to what we were saying now that, you know, things have... Pound! Fuck yeah! Now Balloon can do something. I'm excited about that. No. No. Stop it. I don't want it. I don't like it. Never mind. The crisis has not been averted. I don't know what you know. If you know Sonic Boom, we're in trouble. Don't know if you do, though, at level 5. 10 HP. What you got? Oh, he knows it. Oh, he knows it. Oh, Oh, and he hits it twice. Oh, no. No. Why? Why? Ah! We lost. All right. Well, I said it before, kind of jokingly, kind of serious, but it's been fun, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed this video, at least as much as I have, because I sure have enjoyed this. I still can't hit disable. Oh, great. Fantastic. A hell of a run. Hell of a run. Absolutely amazing. All right, guys. Well, okay, all right. Well, I definitely did not think this was going to go the way it went. I thought I was going to be able to squeeze out a couple more episodes, but that's just not quite what happened. Huh. I think the thing that confuses me the most is I explicitly said in the randomizer when I was creating it to make all trainers use similar level or similar strength Pokemon, and for the wild Pokemon to be similar strength as well. And while the wild Pokemon was kind of sort of okay, the trainers were off the fucking charts. I mean, youngster Joey had a Rattata that got turned into a Nidoqueen. And then that guy, who I'm pretty sure has a Caterpie, was transformed into a gosh dang Ho-Oh, and then just so happened to have a Magneton. So, well, this is a Nuzlocke. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to admit that I absolutely suck at video games, Pokemon in general. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, or at least the series. And, well, shit. Okay, guys. Well, I don't plan on this being the only thing I ever record. I've had a lot of fun in the 3 episodes I've recorded of this. Editing's giving me some problems, but I've had a lot of fun recording this. You know what? Before I get to that, I'm going to finish what I was talking about. Not that any of y'all care, but I'll give a condensed version. So as far as regional Pokemon, I feel like Gen 3 was the best. I mean, there's just so many cool and interesting and unique Pokemon in there. Salamence, Metagross, the Lotties, all the legendaries are super unique and interesting. Deoxys is my favorite legendary of all time. Blaziken's my favorite starter, even though the other 2 starters, Swampert and Sceptile, are my... I don't know about favorites, but they are definitely up there as far as, you know, the starters of their specific types. Sceptile's really cool, and Swampert's just... unexplainably strong. I'll put it that way. Like, I don't know. I don't know why they made Swampert so fucking busted, but they did. And he's cool, so. And then all of their Megas were super cool. Except for Sceptiles, actually. I take that back. His was kind of weird. But then as far as my favorite Pokemon game as far as, like, the region itself, probably has to be Sinnoh. Just because the whole world of Sinnoh, you know, from Mount Coronet, you know, going through the marshes, going through, you know, the very limited but still interesting water routes. I don't know. I always have fun enjoying Sinnoh. I don't replay them as much because up until recently I hadn't had a copy in several years. But yeah, those are my top 3 in no specific order. You know, so I'll ask you guys to let me know down in the comments 2 things. 1, what's your favorite generation? And then if you feel like making a case for it, why is it your favorite generation? And 2, what would y'all like to see me do after this? You know, would y'all like to see me, I don't know, restart? Do y'all want me to say fuck it mulligan and start again, even though I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think that would work out any better, because even with the team we have, there's no real way we can beat that Magneton. Granted, we could skip the trainer, but that doesn't feel right. But if that's what y'all want me to do, I'd do that. I did think about playing another generation of Pokemon. I was kind of leaning towards Gen 3. I'm kind of limited as far as the ones that I can play and record, because I am recording on my PC because I do not have a capture card for my consoles yet. But I do have some games on my PC that I could play if any of y'all would be interested in seeing. I have both Darksiders 1 and 2. I have Call of Duty World at War. And I recently got the Outer Worlds, so I have that as well. But if y'all wouldn't mind leaving me any suggestions, I'd be more than willing to listen. If no one gives any suggestions, then I'll figure something out. Because I'm so unsatisfied, if I have to choose, I'll probably do another Pokemon Nuzlocke, just maybe not of Crystal. I really want to do Crystal, but I'd probably end up doing like Emerald or something. But y'all just let me know what sounds good. I'll say I'll see y'all in the next video, but I don't know what the next video is, and I definitely don't know when it's going to come out. So thank you guys once again for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.